back to the NDS. We are here at EuroSpeedway for the 26th race of the season. Take a quick look down qualifying. That's full list. And back up we go. We are ready to kick off the playoffs in the round of 16. Pace car in. 66. Ringo on the pole for this race. We are lined up and ready to go green, 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 green to kick off the Sheetz 400. Here we go. The turns are going to be very interesting to maneuver here as you want to keep it low. Don't slide up too high. But you can get a run on exit if you're good enough here, as they are very wide. Negotiating through traffic. Zent's up here, one of the non-playoff drivers. And they still compete. They still race. Even if they don't have a championship shot, they're still out there making a good show. But the 16 that are, it's going to be very interesting to see which one of our large field has issues early on. The 6 high and turn 3 back there. As Tiger Man up high, there's a lot of runoff up there to catch yourself before you hit that wall. It's just, there's a lot here to it. Jake, one of the early on favorites here, falling a bit behind this group, as Team Duke trying to fight for the lead, but it can't quite take it. Toad Warrior, RS Fast 11 in top 5. Logan, Hyper, Frosty to Otters up here. I'm telling you, that 84 is trying everything he can to get around. Toad Warrior on the higher lane. Trying to see if he could get off the corner there. But RS Fast 11 battling him. I think that help down low is going to get the 84 to the lead. As Toad Warrior not wasting any time with that 66. Going to go right through the middle. And you can lose a lot of time by being out there. So getting down is, I would say get down the track, but the 33 of Hyperdrive took the very inside and has no momentum on exit. That sends you back, significantly back. The 9 of Canadian Lux. Arcing it outside. Ben McDonald, Canadian Lux racing around each other. Pretty good friends. But Ben's going for the championship. He's got the 33 next up to pass, keeping the 17 on the outside as well, making sure he doesn't get too far away. Up here, Logan's putting on a clinic to try to get second, and it's keeping it close with RS. Toad Warrior wants to go 3 wide low into 1. Yeah, this is the place where Ascend kind of works, as the 23 is in the outside wall, but he's going to drop some spots. That's a lot that he just gave up right there, back to about, I'd say 8th place, 7th or 8th right there. And Hyper might get 8th from him here. The 8 car turning up at the right time. Kind of what it takes. It's going through the field here. Some of our playoff drivers fighting for top 20. Hyperdrive in the wall on the outside. That one racer. Mizzou pretty far back there. Kyle D. far back as well. A lot of the other drivers kind of just where they are happens to be where they are. Back to the 51. Yeah, Hyperdrive has fallen out of the top 10 pretty significantly here. I think it's 8 cars lined up near the front. Toad Warrior going for the lead. Like, I don't want to say slide job, but really you do want to take that lane away from Duke in case he gets a run on the high side. Logan up to second. Now running good here. Don't want to let him have that lane to run. There he goes. I think the 34 is going to come next. Team Duke might have something to say against this position here. Is the 8. The 8, they're searching for lanes. The 8, the 66. Being a little bit aggressive is what you need to do here, but not overstep your boundaries. As Toad Warriors led a lap, but Logan now to the front. Yeah, that's the thing about the high side when you see Team Duke on the high side just able to clear this here. That's what we talk about momentum. That's important. If you have a lot of it, you're going good. If not, kind of unfortunate. Hyperdrive, who has dropped back to 14th position. KSS VSS has been on a solid rise. He is up there, mixing up some spots, 15th. We talk about some of the playoff drivers that kind of fall behind as... I thought there was something up front. My bad. But falling behind, Mizzou probably doesn't really have what it takes to fight up with them, so he's going to have to figure out a way to make up some track position through unconventional means. Racer, Misty Viper, Krugmeyer also all back there fighting some positions. The 6 has had it tough this race so far. Check back in with our front battle here. Toad Warrior is trying to kind of run this one out. He got back by Logan. Tigerman wants to really get by quick here so he can start to run down. The 8 keeping it real. I didn't expect him to be this good on the jump from the playoffs. I guess he had a good finish at St. Joltis. Now he's carrying that right into here. And I think they're all doing really good keeping touch with Toad. RS, Jake, both in the top 10. Both of them really good on points coming in. They just want a little more. They want all of it. Jake, we're looking to repeat champions. RS thinking that this is his year, finally. As Tigerman fights Toad for the lead, there's one unsung hero rising through here that I think might have a shot to win. And it is that 16 of Ben McDonald. He has been coming up through here, slicing through track position. I think he's got it. If he can get himself all the way up there before running out of time, I think he could do some real damage. Toad Warrior just keeping in the tracks of Tigerman for now. Trying something a little bit different. Maybe you want to switch it up. How's that entry into one look? Use them up a bit. See what you got going on here. Get them a bit uncomfortable, but I don't think it's going to really work out. 66 is still strong, even after losing the lead early. He's still hanging with him. Logan's up here. You got your fast cars. Others that may not be as fast are still working with the best of them. Toad back to third. You see some smaller packs beginning to form where they battle amongst themselves. Not really big runner down like comers and goers, just little tiny packs that just kind of have like action within them. Eastlamp has been doing decently well. I mean, he's fallen a bit, but it's fine. Fink in that 45, still running top 20, not bad. Krugmeyer, Misty, Racer all there. Dabi-san with Gambetiers. Mizzou in the 78, just he's back here racing with Born Ready, trying his best. And even further back, 38's pulled up good track position. 54 of Seto, not so much. And once you get back here, mostly fancy drivers, but you'll still find a real one every once in a while. The Cooker here. Yeah, and everyone out back here, they're all fancy drivers. You're going to see a lot of them in the back once you get down to near the end of the season. Honestly, we've had a lot of fancy drivers here recently. It didn't help with the departure of 99 of Laundry Sauce, who retired, if that went over the radar. As now it looks like the 34 is truly imposing his will on this field. So Tiger Man, I mean, no one in this series has ever won 3 in a row. Tiger Man looking to get a win here, and then it would be 2 in a row for him. And it would also be a really good start to his championship defense as defending champion in the 34, making a great statement here with a run today. Meanwhile, I see a lot of cars here all punched up. 71 doesn't quite have the speed there, but the 77 looked to make a great move. Whether or not it paid off is yet to be determined. I'm thinking that Ben might have a better move in 3. Yeah, these corners in EuroSpeedway are not all the same, so each corner you set up is unique in how you take it. Because turn 3, the 66 just farms the outside, but I think turn 1 might be against him here. Oh, he's going to switch it up on Ben. Ringo low, and that's going to create a very good move here. If Jake's the pusher, then that could be really good for the 66. But I think the 77 wants it for himself. That's what racing is. As coming around the bottom is going to try to swipe it all here. I don't think he's going to clear. Oh, he does. Ben McDonald now has the high side. He can farm the exit of 3 if he plays his cards right, but Jake's going to be right in front of him. This is what we talk about, racing with each other that doesn't conduce to running down drivers. You see him a 43 of KSSBSS. He has been working at it, just coming up. And honestly, the 43 might have something to say here. He's not going to take this one lying down. An absolute unit here as Team Duke continues to fall back. If a 9 is going to clear him up, and a 33 and the 17 are now up in this battle. Yeah, these battles aren't really cooking up now. The 8 is now a serious player. Remember, he won Pocono. He's got it. The 8 car has got it down at the triangle tracks. So a Frosty to Otter win here wouldn't be out of the question at EuroSpeedway. But back to the absolute ridiculous pack here. They're starting to straighten out in front of these guys. I'm starting to think the 84 is not that fast. Like, he kind of fell off a lot. 23 is also mixing it with the group here. 66, down on the low side. That's a bit of a goof there, but see how it rolls. Yeah, everyone here is just kind of in their groove right now. Everyone's found out what they need to do. And everybody who needs to be moving up the field is kind of moving it up right now. Bit of a divide between Born Ready and Racing Fan. But so far, they're about, even the last place driver is not even 20 seconds back, and there's 50-second laps. Toad Warrior coming up. Gonna try to fight Tiger Man for the lead here. Remember, this is the elimination system, so a win and you're in. I mean, they really want that. That's good security for the upcoming rounds. The 60 looks low, but 34 might have a little bit on middle. He's going to get him. Just so tough here to stick the move you want. Jake has made his way to the top 5. Hopefully bring that back up. Maybe the 34 Tiger Man isn't the fastest car on track. I mean, to put that in perspective, the fastest lap was earned by the 23, but he's not in the top 10 anymore. So maybe fall off is real. RS Fast and 11 currently in the 11th position as they go 3 wide for 12th. I think KSS has the best seat in the house. As, whoa, he and Zentz go way up the track. That's going to let Hyper take the position. Yeah, you see the 60, what he's got is he really wants to set up a good exit to a corner so he can get a run. But I think whatever he's got going on, I think the 34 is trying to mirror his actions, or at the very least put himself in a position that is much tougher to pass than normally. Granted, if you miss your mark and have to catch it up the track, then that's a big opening. I like this. Look low on entry and then like walk it up a little bit, like fake him out low going into 3 and then actually go low into turn 1. This could be it right here. But their battle has let the 8 and the 42 catch up, so who knows? Frosty the Otter's got the best seat in the house. The 42 of Logan sitting in the wings. He's just kind of pushing Toad around, hoping to get him out clear of the 34. That's not going to happen. Maybe he picked wrong, the 34. Keeping that lead for now, it's just, I think that's what happens when these tires don't grip like they used to. It's so irritating that you can't make moves because of tire wear, but that's just what it is. That the 41 of Star on pit road. Not sure what the reason is for that. Currently 2 laps down at the moment. I don't see any skid marks on track, so Could be an unscheduled stop, could be a failure of some kind on that 41. But I think we're going to have some pit stops, and we see some drivers making a very interesting game plan here. The 8 and the 42 are going to try and jump the leaders on pit stops. I think that's going to be interesting to see. The 41 is out of the race. Let's get a camera on our leaders here while we see why. The issue being camshaft on the 41. Yeah, that's tough. Hyperdrive. I think Hyperdrive may have made the super early pit stop. He is. Even then, Hyper's still in the lead lap. I think there's a certain pit delta, which you can come down pit road and not lose a lap. But I think everyone else is coming in. This will be the only green flag stop of the race. Kyle D, lap 25, he's in. Wolf Van Halen is in. I think that's everyone else in. I think Team Duke and Ringo's exit pit road. See, Hyperdrive, look where he is now. He seems like he's doing a bit better than he was. As Hyperdrive will take that position away. Now it's all about where the 8 comes out compared to the 34. 8, 34, still servicing his car. BS Fast and 11's a lap down, so it doesn't matter. 34. They're both coming off pit road. Yeah, watch the 8 going around the corner. He had a bad turn 1 there, which might actually save the leaders here. I think these two are going to continue to lead here. Actually, that corner was actually so bad that the 42 of Logan is actually able to contest for third. Got a driver on pit road that's a 50 of the Puff going a lap down. So you have some teams fielding slow stops. But it's still great. 34, now a pretty solid lead here. I think the 12 team running 40th, I want to say. We'll find out. Crosses the line. Currently being scored in the 40th position. Logan up to second. I think this 42 might have something to say. Toad Warrior trying to cross over. Not sure if a 12 is going to be slow enough to play a factor in this race. Not sure if we're going to have a caution at all or anything, honestly. It's been green the entire time. Who's to say it won't be green the whole way? Logan getting a great run off 2 on exit. Hyperdrive actually mixing it up there. I'm not sure if pitting earlier is going to be dooming this 33 team. But I like it right now. Currently in the top 5. It has worked out for him so far. RS Fast and 11. Currently back in the 16th position. The pit stops were all right for him. 71 of Frosty Wusky, also another lackluster driver. 31 of Misty Viper, underachieving every first round of the playoffs, it seems. Mizzou trying his best. Seven's at least running decently well, getting a pass. I don't think there's any other playoff drivers back here. Mainly just the fantasy drivers that are kind of spread out now. Iris, Dirtman 5 racing for position. It's just a 1 second gap between Logan and Tiger Man. Toad Warrior back on board with him. You see how tough it is, especially when you know that you're trying to keep the 8 car down there. Honestly, that lapper might be having an effect on the 34. That might let Logan run it and get closer here. I mean, BS Fast in 11 is there. He's just doing his best. The 34 has to put up with him just as much as everyone else. I think Logan is absolutely taking advantage of this lap car. Just to put the 34 on the high side, see what happens. As he goes for the lead, and he's looking low as well, he's going to try and take them both out, knowing that that 12 can just hold up the 34. He's trying to get by him quickly. He doesn't want the 34 to spy an opening. And that's great stuff from this 42 team. They are hitting their stride here. There are 39 cars on the lead lap. That's a lot. Toad Warrior too busy battling for third to really catch up here, as they got a pretty big group here too. All on corner exit, doing just fine. I think one thing you want to look out for is you want to look out for if the 34 can reel back the 42. That's kind of the race right now. Can Tiger Man run it back to Logan? Logan has been very hit or miss. And opening up your first playoff appearance with a win would do wonders for your chances. You'd be moving on up. You'd be having a great time. It's just, can he get it done? The 34 it's just these two right now. I think that one pit stop earlier might come back to bite him. Like, it's absolutely fine to switch it up. You just have to kind of play the hand you've been dealt right here. And now it's looking like the 34 might actually have enough to get him here. There's still plenty of time. Plenty of green flag time, that is. Yeah, the low side turn 3 might actually be his bread and butter right here. I think the 34 absolutely has enough to get it in there. The 42 is going to slot in behind, see what he can do. Tiger Man might be too strong. I don't think he's given up yet. He's keeping with. Right there with him. That is some great stuff. As he's trying to get right to that quarter there. Just get the best of both worlds, trying to draft in, clear in, as actually we are under yellow for the first time today. We'll race back to the line. Logan sees the opportunity, wants to get in and get the position. He looks low, as the caution was for a wreck in turn 3. I think the 34 gets back to the line first. Oh boy. Caution is out, and the caution is for Kyle D. Kyle D. Yep. He ran wide in turn 2. And the 7, Dabi-san, just kind of cleans Kyle D down the track. They both catch it in the grass. The 7 merges on relatively fine. Kyle D just carries way too much speed back on the track and cleans himself and Landon out. That one's going to sting for these two. So Kyle D running 38th. Landon was running 35th, but has since, I think, slowed on the track. BS Fast and 11 currently is kind of blocking the top 4 from the rest of the field here. Canadian Luck's back to the top 10. Okay. Landon is back on track, but he's a lap down. 38 cars lead lap. Kyle D still running 37th on the lead lap. It's going to be a 5-lap shootout. Tiger Man leading. Logan second. Toad sitting third. Ben McDonald up to 4th. Lap car. Team Duke in 5th. 6 is Hyperdrive. Jake in 7th. Frosty to Otter running 8th. Ringo in the 9th position. Canadian Luck's rounding out the top 10. Racer, KSS, RS Fast 11, Krugmeyer back there. 71's kind of falling back a lot. Misty Viper and Mizzou are also really far back. All right. Can the 34 finish off what is a great start, or will the 42 take it all away? 5 laps to sort it out. It's going to be under green or yellow to end it. Honestly, I'm not sure if these guys will behave that long. All right. Let's go racing. Tiger Man with a great launch. Logan here is looking like he is got the weight of the world on his shoulders, and that's what it feels like having the entire pack run you down. Single file, relatively, except getting that lap car out of the way. The 42 in there. Toad sitting third. He's got a good view of this whole thing. Logan gets popped up high. That's going to let Toad try to go for second, but Logan wants to get the run on exit. Is intense. Ben McDonald, Team Duke, they're throwing themselves ready for the turn 1. Even the 12 is getting a little racy here. Team Duke right up through, leaning on Toad. 66 also drifts up high a bit. Jake is peaking really low here, going into the corner. That one racer showing up, looking alive here today. KSS BSS is here. Logan tries to enter low. Doesn't have a line. 3 to go. Ben McDonald. Can he get there? And look at the pack behind. Reset and re-roll them. The 8, middle of 4 almost. They got to get sorted out. They're looking for it. .42 of Logan down low. Just not enough. I think Ben McDonald might actually have something here, as he has been riding high all day long. And now he's got the run. He wants to take second and chase him down. 2 to go. This might be disadvantageous for the 16, though. High in 1 is not a good way to be, as I think the 34 might have to mess up if anyone wants a shot at him. The 42 is going to get back in line. Team Duke in the top 5. Looking for some spots. Oh, but 77 might have gone a little too high there on entry. He's got to catch it, and I think he will. That might cost him a spot to hyperdrive. Whoa, contact! Hyper in the grass. Saves it. Heads up driving by the 33. Here we go. White flag one more time. And it's all leaders here. The 42 looks low. He goes in, not quite enough to get to the back bumper. I think he's going to have to get a little bit of his hands dirty here. Down the backstretch. For the final time, he looks. You can't hold anything back. If he wants it, he's going to have to go for it. He gets it all in there. And, 34 might have a line. Side by side. Into 3. What's it going to be? Tigerman. Logan. Off of 3. Side by side to the line. It's going to be the 34. He gets it as they wreck on the final lap. The 47 of Born Ready involved in this one. I honestly thought the 42 may have had a shot, but wasn't meant to be. The big 2-0 for Tigerman. That was something. I thought he may have had a little bit more there. 19 also relatively lackluster. I think we got to go see that crash was with the 47 first. It was, I think it was another turn 2 incident here. Yeah, Born Ready. And this time the puff got into him. Oh, I think he's going to go all the way around. Whoa. Inside wall impact for the 47 team. And that's going to slide him back up into the racing line. And everybody gets by him. Yeah, that's going to be how it ends. A great showing from all at EuroSpeedway. Here are the final race results. That's all for this race. We'll see you next time. Take care.